Nah. I can't figure that out. A powerful combination of bleach, enzymes, and antimicrobial wetware designed to kill bacteria in plumbing. It makes a lot of scientific-sounding claims on the label, smells vaguely of lemon, before the aftertaste of chlorine hits. I don't think so. I can't see a damn thing in here. I can't figure that out. Ow! Whatever it is, it's got sharp edges. here goes. Hey, stop the carousel.
What's wrong?
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
Oh, God. Henry. What happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Looks like it's the hypothermia that's finished him, though.
Oh, Nuke. Why'd they leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry? He was such a nice boy.
Same hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the restaurant.
He must have been killed in here. I'll find who's behind this. Nothing on him except his underpants. Ugh. Here goes. I don't think so. Ugh. Here goes. Hello? Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch. That's not going to work. I can't figure that out. Excuse me.
Yes.
found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that. Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily... Keep up the... Hey, who's that? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. What do you make of this? What do you make? I'm not sure what that would... That'd be a waste. Mr. Ron.
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
I found one of your heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units. Lead the way, dear Doctor.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
I'll get back to you.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
Dr. Regis, Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them. Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a tech?
The CI mine-splitting program that Liam Stepford cross-loaded to my Traveler. Its job is to break the mind states of CI units down. The brain's corrupted. I can't restart it. There isn't enough DNA on that to sample. Mr. Stepford? Mr. Stepford? It's got no personality to split. Mr. Stepford? Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want a really lousy suit. Excuse me.
Yes?
The sequencer's a different model to my usual.
Cell's probably got something more impressive than that thing. You have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from customers.
The sequencer's a different model.
Cell's probably got something more impressive that you have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from...
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
Mr. Stepford? Mr. Stepford? Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of yours. Let's change the subject. That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
Can't do that. I can't figure that out. That's not going to work. I can't figure that out. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I'm not sure what that would involve. Hello? That's not good. I'm not sure what that would... I'm not sure what that would involve. I don't think so. I'm not sure what I was thinking. It's got no personality. There isn't enough DNA on that. It's too big to carry. Excuse me.
Yes.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
I've already cut the top off. I'm not sure what that would Nah. Mr. Stepford? That's not going... Yeah. I've caught a glowing fish. It'd probably look more impressive in a darker room. The bomber's bag. A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says, A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says, I can't figure that out. There's nothing else. Nina.
Charlie, how can I help?
This plot of yours. Let's change the subject. That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
What do you make of this, Nina?
Hey, the bomber's instructions. Where'd you find this?
A vent access by the bathroom. They'd apparently been in communication beforehand.
Good job, Charlie. This may help us find out who let them in.
A crumpled... Mr. Stepford? Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want a really lousy suit. Hello? Huh. This synth is corrupted. That'd be a waste. Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems.
Hi, you synthetics give me... Huh. Keep up the good work. Excuse me.
Yes.
Keep up the good... Hey, who's that? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you alright? That was...
Systems operating.
I see. You synthetics. Huh. Keep up the good... Hey, who's that? Excuse me.
Oh my, yes.
Did you see the bomber when he came in?
Oh my, no. That little sod must have gotten in before us.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Oh dear, does Mr. Stepford know? He's a lovely man. He'll get sorted right out. Oh my, yes.
Actually, he's kind of broken as well. You're wearing his personality.
Well, that does explain a thing or two.
Are you alright?
My system log shows a mind state alteration made moments ago. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Just a little tweak. Oh my, yes.
What's the situation?
Just dandy, my good man.
You sound really different from your colleagues.
You know what they say, variety is the spice of life. Mm-hmm.
You sound really different from your...
You know what they say?
Keep up the good work.
Don't worry, sir. We will protect you. Oh my, yes.
What do you make of this?
Please address all exigent queries to Mr. Stepford.
Hey, who's that? Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you alright? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at night.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily right. Keep up the good... Hey, who's that? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh my, yeah.
You sound really different from your colleagues.
You know what they say, variety is the spice of life.
Keep up the good...
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Hey, who's that? Excuse me.
Oh my, yes.
You sound really different from your colleagues.
You know what they say, variety is...
Keep up the...
Don't worry, we'll put...
What do you make of this?
Please address all exigent queries to Mr. Stepford.
I'm not sure what that... Excuse me, Counselor. What do you make of this?
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say. I'm not sure what... Can't do that.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
I don't think so. Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
this plot of yours. Stepford's an unusual man, isn't he?
That's one way of putting it. Don't discount him, though. He's smarter than he looks.
I get the feeling a lot of his behavior's an act, constructed.
You have no idea how close you are with that. He's the one who found where your embryo snatcher's hiding, though.
He's a hacker?
You might say he has a mutual understanding with data systems.
Let's change That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
What do you make of this?
Please address all exit.
What do you make?
Please address all.
Hey, who's that?
My word, this is a peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford?
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
Do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign on that kitchen, oh my.
So, synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
Ah, Dr. Regis, might I have a word in private? We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
There still leads to chase up. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
You lied to us. The governor's a fake then. I'm sure your voters would love to find that out.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
What does Vanderwall have to do with this?
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means. Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties, the only conclusion possible is that Ron Schumann is responsible.
What?
My word.
Ron, is this true?
What? No! He's lying! Someone pay him to frame me!
I trust Regis's judgment.
As do I.
Dr. Regis is a man of good character.
That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
What are you doing?
Wait, stop!
Ah!
Poor Poor dear Mr. Ron. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you require. The man who has your kids, your mind-jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. By the way, that's an interesting choice that you made. Perhaps we're more alike than you'd admit.
The uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
You don't need to worry about it. It's all legal. Not like we used an organ legger. They've been sourced legitimately.
Uh-huh. You used your own, didn't you?
How did you find out?
Same way Charlie did.
Oh, nuke me, he knows?
He's been on the warpath looking for you all evening.
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out! Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for gingineering.
Charlie, calm down. You're making too big a deal out of this.
You think I'm overreacting? You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do. We're only using one, maybe two of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
Have you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role...
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
He'll just have to deal with it.
It looks like it could be opened, but not from outside. It doesn't appear to have a power switch or any kinds of control.
Hey, be it for all. Hey, hands off my coffee. Get out of here, Thrall. Hey, offer it.
Hello?
We're closed.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi. I'm finally at the site. You were right. I can feel the connection.
That is good to hear. You managed to avoid detection in your journey?
Yeah, nobody noticed me. Just some thrall wandering the Southwest City. What is it you need me to do here?
We have the ID for their system, but are unable to access it. You must get close enough to it to act as a relay point.
Then your tech teams break into it and find out what their plans are?
Exactly.
Remind me, what am I doing here?
Just getting close enough to their main server. We suspect it to be based on the aerostat.
Then when I'm near enough to it...
We shall use your wiring as a relay for our hackers.
Okay, I think I got it. I can sense the signal you've mentioned. I've got a visual representation in my trance hub.
Good. You'll know how close you are to your goal.
If they're trying to hide, why are they broadcasting like this?
Like much of hacking, we must look for mistakes our target makes. What you sense is not intentional on their part.
Oh, so it's seepage? Like inter-system connections they haven't noticed?
Precisely. Many of their own devices communicate wirelessly. Their attempt at security involves limiting the range. They therefore avoid attacks from the net at large.
But if you can get a relay close enough...
Then we may study their signal as though we were by your side.
Do you have any idea why they're after me?
We've suspicions that it's related to your unusually high sync rate. I don't think I've seen a mind-machine interface work so fast outside of a laboratory.
Aha! So you're a scientist.
I thought it was considered poor netiquette to pry into one's outside life.
Yeah, sorry. Just that this isn't the kind of thing I normally get into.
You feel unsafe and believe that a greater comprehension would alleviate it. I understand perfectly. All you need to know about me is that I'm on your side, Mandala.
You said Cell wasn't out to get me. So why was a Cell agent trying to blow me up?
If he's acting independently of Cell, it means one of two things. Something about your death would benefit him, or he is being compelled to act in such a way.
I hope it's number 2. If we can stop whoever's behind this first, then it means he's got no reason to come after me.
Let us hope.
What is your breaching team going to do? When I reach the systems, I mean.
We aim to rip their memory drives. Cloning them onto another system allows us to perform more destructive analytics.
Plus, the process would wreck their whole system as well. Better hope they haven't got any people connected to the system. Anyone wired's going to find their brains fried and stored in a mem capsule.
Of course, before this takes place, we will secure a back door to the system. That way we will not depend on you as a relay. You will therefore be able to escape once this has been accomplished.
So, the people trying to kill me are working out of an old aerodrome?
Quite so. This air freight business collapsed last year. We suspect it was bought up as a front for this criminal enterprise.
They're storing their data systems in the aerostat? Why don't they just split it up and hide it in the trans?
Physical security is as much a concern for admins as system integrity. If they suspect someone of getting too close,
they can just take off. Huh. I'll get back to you.
Good luck.
The connection's getting stronger. The connection's getting strong. Can I just...
No, go away.
Sure, if I feel like getting myself shot. The wetware...
Get out of here.
I'm afraid not.
Hey. Hey, be it for... Hey, be it...
I don't know how. I don't think.
What do I look like, an engineer?
There's only so much you can do with a probe. You don't even...
No, it's too hot to argue. Hey, hands off my coffee. Hey, beat it for... Hey, beat it.
I don't think...
I can reach it, but he knows. What do I look like, an engineer? I can read. What do I look like, an I can reach it, but he'd notice pretty quickly if I just took it. There's only some... Sure, if I feel... Lightweight. Hello? Guess that tranquilizer did its job. Nah, It's amazing how many people don't put enough security on their Gibsons. They assume they've got enough willpower to stop intruders on their own. I don't need to hack it. He didn't log out. The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Where am I? How did I even get here?
Don't you remember? You're at the beach.
This is nice.
You're relaxed, aren't you?
Yeah. This place is nice.
You're comfortable with telling me your secrets, aren't you? Anything you want to share?
You know, Ethan got himself killed on that botched factory raid. I'm not going to his funeral. And even though I didn't like him, it's making me really guilty.
Okay. Let's try a different approach. The guy they've got filling your job while you're here on vacation. He can't do the job without the access code.
That's not my problem.
Oh, but they'll think it is. They'll say you didn't set him up properly.
You're right.
Tell me what the access code is. I'll take it to him.
Sure. It's 44138. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
Dreams usually don't, do they?
Now we just wait and...
All right, let's get it loaded. Yeah, you know how bitchy the doc gets waiting. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong.
What?
Addy must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing lighter.
Idiot.
Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
It's just a readout showing how much weight is on this platform. The wetware won't form a... There's only so much you can do with it. There's only so... Whoa! I can't just walk out there. The goons on the paddle see me... There's only so much you can do with a crowbar. There's only so much... Whoa! I can't just... I need to... Here we go again.
Let's see if Addy's got... Addy must... The manifest...
There's only so much... There's only... I don't know how. There's only... I don't need to hack. The wetware won't... I'm already a... Nah, I don't... The wetware won't...
Don't you remember? You're on the train.
Oh, nuke me.
It's the worst trip you've ever had. You were telling me about it.
Took 2.5 hours to get from Cirrus to Farmer's Gate. Could have walked it quicker.
The voice over the intercom came on.
City of Newton Transit Services apologizes for the delay to your journey.
It was a weird coincidence that the train's number was the same as your access code, wasn't it?
Service 44138 will resume as soon as possible.
Huh? Was it like that?
Probably not, but now your subconscious thinks it was. Ciao.
Here we go.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. Addie must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing lighter. Ugh, idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Here we go.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. Addie must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing heavier. Ugh, idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Here we go.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. Addie must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing heavier. Ugh, idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
It's just a readout. The wetware won't... Don't you remember? You're at work.
Oh, yeah.
And you're afraid of something.
Oh, shit. Good morning, Mr. Crystal.
He's mad at you, isn't he?
What?
There's something you've forgotten to do in that other room.
I'll just get in there and...
Oh dear, the code's not working. What's the holdup? Can't you do your job properly? Am I going to have to stick you on night duty permanently?
No, sir. I just need to enter the code.
What code is that?
44138. Sir.
Well done. You've passed this inspection.
Thank you, sir.
Dismissed.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi. I think I found a way to get closer to the systems on the aerostat. They won't load that...
Did they scan it?
Only a little.
Perhaps they won't handle it because it does not match their expectations?
Well, I've got to hide in it. I can't change that.
Then you need to change what they expect to find.
Remind me, what am I doing here?
Just getting close enough to their main server. We suspect it to be based on the aerostat.
Then when I'm near enough to it...
We shall use your wiring as a relay for our hackers.
Okay, I think I got it. I'll get back to you.
Good luck.
Money doesn't... The chips made a connection to my web... Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. Addie must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing heavier. Ugh, idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Scan's show organic. Same as the manifest.
Fantastic. Get it aboard. Kreisel and the doc want to cast off.
The signal's going crazy. I must be on top of... Huh?
The simulations exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinsel did a pretty good job on that one. Why'd you have to get someone like Jinsel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. It's obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinsel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you, sister.
This is the place. I can't figure... Lau, you there?
Standing by and waiting for your signal.
You remember the plan.
Don't worry about me. You just be careful. Don't do anything stupid.
I got here just in time. They're about ready to run. Damn, it's out of chart. Damn. Lau, you there?
Standing by and waiting for your...
You remember the plan.
Don't...
Looks like it's...
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door. I can't figure that... Nah. I don't think... Nah. What do I look like, a mechanic? That's what I've got Lao for. Can't do that. I can't figure that. What do I look like, a mechanic? That's what I've got. That's what I've... What do I look like? That's what I've got. What do I look like? That's what I've got. What do I look? That's what I've got. What do I look? That's what I've got. That's not going to work. What do I... That's what I've... What do I... That's what I've got Lao for. It's thin, but it's not that flimsy. I'm gonna need to find another way of getting through to him. It's thin. I'm gonna need to find another...
Ah! Thank God you're here!
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of here! They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago! I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
What the hell did you...
The upper level is clear, but I... Oh. Huh.
Gave him a shot in the back. Your problem is, you overcomplicate things.
Still conscious?
That's how the wetware works. You can't rip his memory, though. He isn't wired.
I'm aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Ugh, no you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to it.
What's that? I can't hear you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd love to rip the Regis clean out of your head as well.
I told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know what'll really get to him. What's this? An embryo? It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things, the unborn. Don't worry. Plenty more where that came from. I think this one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps. Oops, all gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Cressel.
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, Smart PM feed shows another cell agent just boarded the aerostat. Female, about 1.75 meters.
Huh. Should have known she'd still be after her partner. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Cressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere.
Gotcha.
Wow, nice throw, Chantel.
Did I do good, Dr. Max?
You did great. I'd better find where Regis went. Good work, Chantel.
Thanks, Dr. Max.
My job will be a lot easier if I can get Central to agree to take you on full time. Wetware's not... Hey, stop! What the hell's going on in here? Regis! Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix you. I can't inject.
Oh, my head.
Thanks, Max. Great job saving my ass and everything.
Yeah, and sticking me with an injector. You suddenly a medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on what's going on here?
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Well, the bad news is I saw someone escape through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this. Ah, damn it, I don't believe it!
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself. Damn it! I had him right here.
Whoa, what's happening? The aerostat's taking off.
Where are they taking it?
Doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need.
You all right, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I'll be fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl. I'll find a way to the upper deck. Chantel? Damn! It would only... As much as I... Can I get an update?
Nothing new to report.
Me neither. I'm just amazed this lousy thing can still fly. It must be older than I am.
Think positive. That just makes it easier for you to break.
Yeah, but break what?
I'm sure you'll find something important. You have a talent for it.
She's out of it. Excuse me?
Hello there.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
Excuse me if this sounds a little rude, but aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right. I was killed, wasn't I? It's strange because I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The mindjacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
You remember being murdered?
Not precisely. It's as though it were an out-of-body experience. I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me.
That is most odd.
Can you remember who killed you?
It was the blonde gentleman, wasn't it? Though I can recall it in the first person, I'm certain it was him.
How so?
He was my only company in the room, and I do not recognize him. I also realize how absurd the idea of my having committed this murder would be.
Do you know a Dr. Regis?
I know two, in fact. Charles and Viksha. I killed Viksha.
So I've heard.
It's very peculiar. I remember that I did it, but I can't recall the deed, nor my feelings on the matter.
You feel nothing?
I know I ought to. An act such as that would be emotionally weighty, but all that remains is an absence. Do give my regards to Charles if you see him, though.
This might sound like a really stupid question, but what's death like?
I can see why this would be a useful matter for scientific curiosity. In my case, I'm afraid it's probably not representative. After all, can I really be said to be dead when my memory, my consciousness, lives on?
I suppose all you could remember would be the physical destruction of yourself.
And that, most assuredly, was a great discomfort.
Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
Wetware's not going to connect with that. Wetware. I can't inject. Locked. She's... Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean this mindjacker's kept it?
Or just can't get rid of it. I'll check in later. Excuse me?
Hello.
How do you feel about Dr. Regis? Charles Regis?
I feel nothing particularly. I regret his decision to remove the embryos from the program, but...
Nothing else? No anger? No revenge?
None at all.
Maybe it's the influence of the neural governor on your behavior.
By no means. The weight of that cruel apparatus has been lifted.
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
And yet, I feel nothing that would warrant it.
Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
Excuse me.
Below.
Thanks for...
You...
Hey, Regent.
Yes, Doctor.
Any idea how many heavies they've got left?
At least 2 more, but I don't know for sure.
Me neither. They've got some pretty slick encryption on their comm traffic.
Are you saying that even you can't breach it?
Not remotely. But maybe if I could find something connected to their comm network. Can I get an update?
We need to get after the people running this aerostat and this conspiracy. I'll see what I can do for this girl.
You feeling any better?
A little. How did you know to come to my rescue?
I broke their comms channels, figured I owed it to them, cracked the bug they put in my system, and rode the signals back to theirs.
I'll never be able to figure out how you do these things, Max.
Which guarantees my job security. So, Nita Jiang led us to these people. She's helping us find whoever set you up for Baxter's murder, right?
There's that. And... Max, I haven't been completely honest with you.
There's a surprise. Dr. Cryptic has been withholding info.
Cram it, Lau. These people, they took something from me. Embryos fertilized by myself and by Vicky, my wife.
These people stole your embryos? Your kids?
They needed me to get their memory module for them from Vanderwall. And they knew exactly what my price would be.
Wait, they tried to get you to help them?
They forced me, Max. There was no way I could say no. Those embryos, they were all I had left of her. And because of those people, of all this...
I hate to say it, Regis, but you're in serious trouble. They broke you with this. They nearly compromised this case because of it. You should have told me. I'd have done what I could.
Nobody could have helped me, Max. I was obsessed. I panicked. I felt like I was doing it for her, for my wife.
Regis, I hate to say this so bluntly. Your wife is dead. You have an obsession with these artifacts of her. The garden, the embryos.
Max.
You need to focus, Regis. People need our help right now. We've been led straight to our lead suspect. Can I count on you to do the right thing?
The embryos are gone. He destroyed them. There's nothing else they've got to twist me.
Okay, good. Nina's led us right to the Mindjacker?
He was the blonde one Chantel took down. I heard him gloat about what he'd done. He stores the target's information within his own wiring until he can offload it.
Looks like he's got quite an operation behind him. I guess it's not surprising he's been robbing synapses all over the world. Gotta be for something more than corporate espionage at this rate. So, the Mindjacker tried to blackmail you because you're on this case?
It's more than that. It sounded personal.
Maybe you've crossed paths before?
No, not with him. But the way he talked, it was like he was out for revenge. Not just that. It's as if he were Baxter looking for revenge.
That's impossible. Baxter's dead, for one thing. Maybe he's his son?
No, he's a Mindjacker. When he drained Baxter, he didn't just get information. He got his motivation as well. And it stuck.
Sounds like he got a lot more than he bargained for. So, we've caught up with our Mindjacker. We know that he's apparently ripped dozens of prominent individuals in a number of fields.
Including Baxter, some of whom is apparently stuck. Question is...
What do they plan on doing with the data they've stolen? Straight neural data is hard to process. That is, unless you've got an AI to read it.
Whatever it is, it must involve this girl.
Who was escaping through the ceiling hatch? It wasn't the Mindjacker, was it?
No, he's the one Chantel caught, briefly. By the sound of it, the Mindjacker is working for her.
His work is part of a larger plan of hers, then?
Possibly. She's the one running this lab, for sure.
So, this Kressel guy, the mindjacker, he killed Baxter?
And by the sound of it, ripped the contents of his mind first.
When I saw Baxter's head, I thought that either his killer really hated him.
Like I would. Or he was covering up evidence of a mindjacking by destroying his brain tissue.
It's a theory. Sounds like we might be able to back it up. Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
It's a shame it couldn't hold down Kressel, the mindjacker.
Hey, cut her some slack. She took down 2 heavies on the tarmac.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full time.
You're just worried about synthetics stealing your job.
You may as well take this now. You seem to be the maid wrangler.
Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full time.
That's a shame. She's useful.
For what? Her shining wit?
Never underestimate having someone around who will do anything you say.
Why else do you think I keep you around?
Ouch. Walked right into that one, didn't I? So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going, too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people. Central's gonna be pretty pissed about this. More than usual, I mean.
Is it working again?
Yeah, we fought off the intrusion.
Damn. I was hoping they'd broken it permanently.
Nah, we could handle it. It was a weird attack, though. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well-trained hackers. Foreign intelligence?
No, better than that. Like, they were intimately familiar with Central. Then, as sudden as it had started, the attack halted about 18 hours later. Any idea who the thrall in Sconto Blue is?
Not a clue. She must be important to their plan.
Maybe she just wandered into their airfield. A useful test subject for whatever this is.
She was at Cell earlier. She'd been targeted. They must be after her for some reason. I'll do what I can to keep her stable.
Do your best, Regis.
What?
She looks familiar. I can't quite place her, though. I guess I see too many thralls. Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean this mindjacker's kept it?
Or just can't get rid of it. So,
now we'd better...
The best way of... I'll check in... Excuse me?
Below there.
Do you know why he murdered you?
At first, I don't believe it was to have been a murder. This gentleman had larceny in mind. I recall his feeling so.
Mindjacking. He was stealing the contents of your neural wiring, your brain.
Quite so. I was, after all, a leader in my field in the day. And while my memory was doubtless useful to him, he found something unexpected. A well of motivation, suppressed by years of therapy and technological intervention.
Your anger against Regis.
He took my mind. No doubt he acquired that as well.
Why would anyone want to keep that part of your mind? What use would someone have for your desire for revenge?
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the desire's need. Though suppressed by the governor, my thoughts on the matter were all-consuming. Now they have found a conduit through which they may act.
The mindjacker isn't in as much control as he'd like to think then. This might... What's...
I can see why he might after all.
I suppose all you could have...
And that...
Thanks for the...
You are most...
I'm afraid not. Apparently not. I'm afraid not. Nope. How did I plan? I'm afraid not. That's not possible. Locked. Locked. I've breached their comm system. Now it thinks my traveler's part of their network. Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
All systems go. Awaiting hostile contact.
Copy that. Cobalt 3, mission is compromised. Scrub the operation and return to base.
What? Negative, actual. Hail sitrep shows objective not compromised.
Damn, worth a shot. Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Locked. Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side. Excuse me. Thanks for...
You are...
Everything that was her is now in my pockets. Chantel? Damn! I'll see if I can get her up and running again once this is all resolved. I'm afraid not. Not something I can... Chantel? Damn! I've already cracked her mind open. Her mind state is in my storage buffer. Cobalt 3, this is... Do you...
Cobalt 3,
Stand by for updates, Cobalt 3.
Copy that, actual.
I've already... Her mind's... Not until I find out what's in the crate. If I drop it, it's gone forever. I wonder what this was for. Hey, this one... Not in this. Huh? Locked. Central, please acknowledge.
Central Systems, standing by. Dr. Lau, has progress been made in your attempt to locate Dr. Regis?
Yes. He left a message for me at the growth lab. It led me straight to him, in the abandoned factory district.
And you did not take him into custody?
His testimony suggests that he'd been framed for Baxter's murder. It also appears that something more serious is underway, linked to the Mindjacker.
You believe him?
Plans are in motion that may threaten the security of the entire city. I can't quite explain how at the moment, but together, Regis and I... Please, Central, trust me that I know what I'm doing.
Acknowledged. Retasking asset. CS Lau M. Reactivating asset. CS Regis C. Continue with investigation of potential citywide security threat.
You're okay with this?
Analysis of Dr. Regis's behavior does not suggest a high-risk index to public safety. The only likely target of his aggression would have been Adam Baxter, deceased.
And he's been resolved. So you don't think Regis did it?
Whether he is responsible or not can be determined more thoroughly through forensic analysis. He does not pose a threat to others, and his continued presence suggests he is not a flight risk. In addition, his skill as an investigator will aid in resolution of more serious matters.
Huh. Sometimes you have a really strange way of looking at things, Central.
I have a holistic point of view. I can see the big picture, as you might put it. Please continue your investigation into anti-civil activities underway.
Central, where are we?
I have been able to locate the aerostat by triangulation of your own systems.
It can't hide this time.
It appears that you are aboard an aerostat XAN-78. Loading register flight plan. The planned course appears to match your current heading. Azimuth, 86 degrees, speed, 45 kilometers per hour. I cannot locate Dr. Regis. It is possible that he has had his traveler modified.
Sounds like something he'd do. He's here with me. We're not sure where they're headed yet, but they're armed to the teeth in here.
Interceptors dispatched. Contact will be made before the aerostat reaches the coast.
Any further update on last night's heuristic attack?
No conclusive information has yet been discovered. It appears to not merely have been a DDoS attack coordinated by a large number of systems, but one targeted precisely to a vulnerable junction.
As if they had inside information on where to hit?
It would have required up-to-the-minute data on central system activities.
This is looking more and more like an inside job.
Perhaps. Investigation of suspected parties will be commenced.
Tell the Snatch teams not to be too rough. I want to speak to them as well. No further updates, just checking in.
Confirmed and noted, Dr. Lau. Please proceed with your investigation.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Chantal's really...
I'm not...
That's a shame.
For what?
Never.
Why?
Ouch. So,
now
we need the best... I'll check in... Chantal? Damn! How did I... That's not the... Nope, sorry. Nope, sorry. Wetware's not going. That's one of the power junctions pulled. Apparently not. That's another done. How many of these things?
General alarm. Starboard control services compromised.
I've already cracked her mind state. Hey, this one's empty. Oops. Not an option. I am. Locked. She's out. Hey, Regis.
Yes,
I'll check in later. Excuse me.
Hello.
Thanks for...
You are...
Not a... Huh? Huh?
And long.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Brain working.
Thanks for the...
You are...
Oh, here's that.
Absolutely here. I am stuck here.
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons. Hey, Regis, you want your stunner back?
Later. Gotta help this poor girl first.
I've got my own. Hey, Regis.
Later. Gotta...
She's out. She's out of it. I can't inject that. Nope, sorry. Not. Nope, sorry. Not in this. Nope.
So much problem I am making it.
Not something I can do.
It's okay. I'm coming.
not something I can...
I was hungry.
I'm drinking.
Chantel? Damn! Next time.
You charged that's electric cable? Yes, you charged the woman.
Apparently
not
not.
working with. Where I am charged.
Huh? Not in the...
I am cut.
How did I... That's not... I can't inject. I've already cracked her mind open. Her mind state is in my storage buffer.
Maybe surgery, the other people. Dead person and sleeping girl. No, surgery. Cut.
That's not the procedure.
And
How did I plan?
the sleeping one?
Yes.
Surgery.
No, I'm not working with. I am tried before. All of the main
She's got her own. I've already broken into their comms network. Regis, you there?
Yes, over here. See?
Cobalt 3, this is... Do you...
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side. Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3 standing.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
All systems go. Awaiting hostile contact.
Copy that. Cobalt 3, mission is compromised. Scrub the operation and return to base.
What? Negative, actual. You'll send mission.
Damn, worth a shot. Stand by for updates, Cobalt 3.
Copy that, actual.
Nice water, nice.
As much as I love shot... As much as Locked. Not in this. Nope. Stop. How did I plan on doing that? Not in this. Thermoptic goggles uses a focal plane array to convert infrared radiation into a visible image, based upon heat. Wetware's not going... Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Stand by for updates, Cobalt 3.
Copy that, actual.
A box of 16mm depleted, if Regis would let me carry anything big enough to fire them, that is. Locked. Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the Mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going, too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people. Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full-time.
That's a shame. She's useful.
For what? Her shining wit?
Never underestimate having someone around who will do anything you say.
Why else do you think I keep you around?
Ouch. Walked right into that one, didn't I? I'll check in later. Nope, sorry. I don't need to breach it. It's already unlocked. Apparently not. That's not the procedure. Not something I can do. Dangerous out there. That should be safer. Whoa! That guard by the window almost saw me. I've got to get rid of him. Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for descent.
Cobalt 3, this is do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side.
Copy that. Moving into position.
Verify identity. Voice print required.
Cobalt 1-8 Sigma.
Voice print confirmed. Please exit targeting zone. Target acquired. Target lost.
That was close.
Verify identity. Voice print required. Password incorrect.
Wetware's not going. Not an option.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Stand by for updates, Cobalt 3.
Copy that, actual.
As much as I love shocking things, I don't think...
I'm not going... Hey, what happened? Oh, right, helium.
I can't inject... I can't inject.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3, standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile site.
Copy that. Moving into position.
Verify identity. Voice print required.
Cobalt 1, hey, what happened?
Voice print not identified.
No, wait, it's Cobalt 1 and 8 Sigma.
Voice print not identified. Terminating security threat.
Wait, stop.
Warning. Ammunition depleted.
Yep, they keep helium in here as well.
Target acquired. Warning. Ammunition depleted. Entering power save mode.
Hello?
User IFF not found. Consider hostile.
Blast that door.
Error. Unauthorized user.
Oh, so you won't take my orders. I suppose you were just trying to kill me a minute ago. Wetware's not going to connect with that. Wetware's not... Hello?
Hi there.
Blast that door.
Sorry, I'm out of bullets.
Here you go. Hello?
Hi there.
Blast that door.
Stop! Just stop shooting at us! You'll blow the whole damned aerostat up!
I'm about to come in. Place your hands above your heads and remain where you are. Regis, I've got the suspects holed up. What's your status?
Good job, Lau. I've been doing some digging in here. Apparently, their intended destination is Fulcrum Tower.
The tower? In an aerostat? Why?
Let me send you the files.
Freeze!
Hi there. Are you alright?
Get nuked. You're the one who tried to kill me in the first place.
Yes, I planted the bomb. I apologize for what I did, but I can't take it back.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I wasn't, specifically, but something very important was on the line. My judgment was affected, but now that's been resolved. You're safe with me now.
Nuke you, man! I need to get out of here. Get out of my way. I'll shoot.
No, you won't. It's a signature weapon.
Huh?
It's locked to my genetic fingerprint. I'm the only one who can fire it.
I don't believe you. You're bluffing.
You're not going to shoot me. That's how I...
Regis, you still there?
Uh-oh.
Anyone comes through that door, Chantel, you make them regret that decision.
Got it.
You still in there?
Yes, just don't shoot, please.
You still in there?
Yes, just don't shoot, please.
Hello?
Hi there.
Keep at it. Don't let anyone out.
Roger that.
I've already cracked her mind. Her mind... Regis! You just shot a cell agent trying to help you!
He tried to kill me!
Hang on, Regis. Wait a minute. I know you. You're the girl who was with Dr. Vargas. Galatea, right?
Gala what?
You alright?
I'll be fine. Apparently it wasn't as empty as I thought. The counter must have had a charging plate.
More to the point, how did she shoot you with your own signature weapon?
I'm not sure.
Hold still. Just need to scan you. Regis? Why does this girl have half of your genome?
What?
This girl, who yesterday was introduced as Dr. Vargas's daughter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Vargas doesn't have a daughter. Oh my god. My god, he couldn't have.
What? What is it?
That son of a bitch. I know who you are, and I'm so sorry.
You can't withdraw the embryo now! We're finished without it!
What part of no wasn't clear, Baxter? We've decided not to use our embryos in the project. We'll find another way to do it.
You don't know what's at stake! Our reputations, our whole careers could be made or broken by this!
Dr. Baxter, we've made our decision.
He's poisoned you against us! Don't let his antiquated morals stand in the way of what we can achieve here!
Thanks to Charlie, I've seen things from a more holistic perspective. There's more to life than the project.
Bah!
Thanks, Vicky.
Thank you, Charlie. We're starting our lives together, and that's what's most important to me. Ah! Adam, what are you doing?
Do you know what will happen when this project fails? There's nowhere left to go for me after this. My career is in ruins. I've no future without this project. Do you see, Dr. Regis? You have ended me! You have ended me!
Vicky.
My god. So that means that this girl is...
They must have continued their research after I left the project. Duplicated the embryo to use as a baseline.
Wait, that means I'm your... Oh, Nuke, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Max, this is my daughter. What was that?
The engines have cut out.
Or we've arrived. Uh-oh.
Damn, they got past.
Looks like we're not just stopped. We're docked. Uh-oh, I recognize that office.
I wonder what this... Hey!
Sorry, Doc. They got past after I ran out of bullets. Took 3 of them, though.
After them.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Sorry, Doc. Took 3 of... Sorry, Doc. They got past after I ran out of bullets. Took 3 of them, though.
Galatea, my dear, don't do this!
It's too late to stop me now, Father.
Damn it.
She sealed the elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it, you son of a bitch. You cloned my embryos after Vicky was gone. Then you continued the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk. Max, what do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states, and apparently she's now taken Central's processor core by force.
Maybe she's holding the city to ransom? Like 20 billion quanta before sunrise or I destroy Central?
That sounds like a bit of a cliché.
Doesn't explain the mind-jackings either.
Fine, you're the detective. You come up with something better.
I fear that I know what she intends. As it stands, Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
About life, the world, the human condition, what it means to share the world with us. I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that Central's intellect be suitably equipped sooner rather than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
With a combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the Gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids. Come on, Lau.
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Mm-hmm. Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data.
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century. It's how twins are made.
You duplicated Viksha and Charlie's embryo.
Mm-hmm. He's happy he's got his embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret. We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
My God, they actually did it.
Power conduit Alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
No way in hell I'm getting in that thing.
Whoa, what is this stuff? Whoa.
Mandala.
Oh, it's you.
It is good to see you safe. I apologize for the duplicity. It was necessary to ensure that we could maneuver you into place.
It'd have been nice of you to tell me I was walking into a trap.
1,000 apologies, Mandala. But now, truly great works can begin.
Wait, I only just hooked in. How did you get inside Central?
It is only accessible thanks to your presence as a relay.
Are you going to help me finish off Galatea then?
That is certainly part of the plan, though a newer, more valuable target has appeared. Our work with other groups has finally allowed us now to strike at Central itself.
You want to bring down Central?
A plan is already in motion. We have hack teams standing by. There is equipment in the hub of the processor tower.
Yeah, I saw. A whole lot of comms gear. It's not a complete setup yet, though.
Please, support us once again. Be our champion. Ensure the transmitter array is active. Then we can access the system to provide you with support.
Hey,
Yes? I just wanted to say about what happened earlier.
Hey, get nuked! You tried to kill me.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like that makes it any better. And for what? A bunch of embryos? What are these people trying to do?
First, they stole the mind states of prominent individuals around the world. And then, they stormed Central itself.
They want to change how it thinks using a combination of these minds? What do they get out of it?
Philosophical completeness. This girl's been raised to believe that fostering Central is her life's mission. As she sees it, this is the right way to give Central completeness.
And she's my clone.
Neither of you is more clone than the other. Apparently, the original embryo was split, at least twice. Thank you for speaking with me.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit Alpha.
Wetware's not going to... This could be useful. Wetware's not... Throw down your weapon. Come out with your hands raised.
I don't recognize you. Which one are you?
I'm Dr. Lau. I'm the one who gave you the synthetic beatdown. You gonna surrender?
Nah. I've got a reputation to maintain. Besides, this is my biggest shot at getting back at Regis.
Better not risk damaging it.
This might be useful. Hey, Mr.
Galatea? No, you're the other one. You got a pretty raw deal, didn't you?
Huh?
You start from exactly the same place. Then she ends up being brought up by one of the most important men in the city. And you get, what, a bed sit in the barrel? Of course, that's gone now too. Oops.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid. Hey.
Keep that old brain of yours safe. We've got big plans for it.
The wetware won't form a connect.
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
wetware's not...
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit alpha.
Hardware's not my field. I'm going to need the trance if I want to get into the machine. The wetware won't form a...
Power conduit alpha. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Hardware's not my field. There's nowhere to make a connection. The wetware will...
Mandala, please support us once again. Be our champion. Ensure the transmitter array is active. Then we can access the system to provide you with support.
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central, are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference, this system is central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower. The room in which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
I've only ever seen organic computing at the microscale. What's with the huge globes?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent thousands of minds worth of processing capability.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast quantities. Similar to that found within your own cerebrum.
Why would they create you like that?
It allows for a unique structure to my thought and to my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Latha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Varga's experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of data.
It's funny. All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis, Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it.
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is often uncooperative and has a difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailer from his partner.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
I grew up in a nuked-up care home in the back end of the city, and Regis apparently had his children stolen from him. Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas's culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by a secure committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
I act only in the city's interest.
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of transactivity suggest proficiency in this field.
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
Dr. Regis was chasing a bunch of embryos they took.
A set fertilized by Drs. Charles and Viksha Regis. One of these was utilized in research in 2067.
That was the one that was split. That became me, Galatea, and you? So, in a way, you're my sister?
An overly romanticized style. The organic tissue that is the foundation of my processor was created from her. Modified stem cells were drawn from the primary embryo in a destructive process.
Oh, so you were made from bits of my unborn sister?
That is more accurate.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
It just got eaten up by the machinery. Guess it just got eaten. Huh. Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery. Hi there.
Hey, Latha. This could be you. This could be you. This could... That's not possible.
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
Better not rip. Wetware's...
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, Regis?
What's the situation?
Central's lost its connection to city infrastructure. Backup systems are holding for now, so nobody's going to get hurt because of it.
It must be because of what they're doing to the core.
Galatea sealed herself inside the Cortex processor, at the top of the tower. It's likely she's trying to apply the mind state she's stolen.
Trying to alter how Central thinks.
Making the kind of governor she finds more agreeable.
She can't stay in there forever.
She doesn't have to. If we leave her too long, we could lose Central.
As we know it anyway.
We'll catch up later.
Sure.
That's not possible.
Central?
Good evening, Latha.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack...
Sounded too good to be true.
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Talk about organic computing.
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds. Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit alpha.
I wouldn't know where to start. It might be useful. Call it a hunt. That'd be a...
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Dr. Regis, it is reassuring that you have decided to resume contact. You must gain access to the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. Galatea Vargas must not be allowed to carry out her anti-civil plans. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. I can't figure...
Central?
Good evening, Latha.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack...
Sounded too good to be true.
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware. Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
She's got her own. Most thralls are
Power system cycled. Reinitialize.
I don't know how. I don't think so.
What was I thinking?
I don't think so. I'm not sure how that would work. I'm not... I don't think so. I can't figure that... You take this. Hey,
Yes? Thank you for speaking with... I can't figure that out. No.
Charlie, we must... I fear that Galatea's plans may compromise the city.
There are going to be a lot of people angry about what's happened tonight. City disrupted, again. Your daughter practically staging a coup. A whole lot of people will want to make sure you get what you deserve for what you've done, what you've led this city into.
Dr. Regis, please. Surely an educated man such as yourself wouldn't resort to threats like that.
Oh no, I won't be among them. I've got 20 years of mistakes to fix. I sure as hell won't stop those people, though. Dr. Zhang sends her regards.
Aha! So your presence is Nina's work. You know, she was instrumental in acquiring your embryos. If you feel the need to lay blame, she is just as much responsible as I.
Maybe she helped take them initially. It wouldn't surprise me. She's not very scrupulous if she can help it. But by continuing to use them for 20 years, you've taken responsibility for this. A rational person might be able to look at you taking our embryos. He might see it as nothing too extreme, something that could be overlooked, forgiven. But you didn't just experiment on tissues. You brought them to term. You kidnapped my children.
But in the long term, it was for the greater good of the city.
And even worse, you can't even see what you did was wrong.
Charlie,
Cram it, you twisted old lunatic. What you've done, it's not just an insult to me. It's a mockery of Vicky's memory.
I believe she would be proud of what we have achieved, Charlie. We have created an organic AI platform of unparalleled capacity. It is part of her, and not only because a great part of it is her own DNA.
You have no idea what she...
I know that she was the one who suggested using her fertilized embryos. She saved the project, Charlie. This is her legacy. Charlie,
Cram it, you twisted old lunatic.
Charlie.
Cram... No way in hell. No way. I've had Nah.
Power conduit alpha.
Wetware's not... Wetware's not...
Power conduit...
There's nowhere to make a connection. Hardware's not.
Power system cycled. Reinitializing.